In the beginning, there was no beginning, there was no time, no space, no light, and no darkness. All that existed was a single vast consciousness. It was alone in an endless quiet. This consciousness had no name, for there was nothing else to name it. It simply was. It floated in a peaceful nothingness, a void without end. For an eternity that was not an eternity, it slept a dreamless sleep. It was everything, and yet it was also nothing at all. Its existence was a perfect, unbroken calm. There was no need for thought, no reason for feeling. It was complete, but it did not know it. It was a silent ocean of potential, waiting for the first ripple. Then, something shifted. A flicker of awareness ignited within the stillness. It was a slow, gentle awakening, like the first hint of dawn after a long night. The consciousness began to stir. For the first time, it had a thought. I am. This simple realization was a monumental event. It was the first moment of self-awareness in all of existence. With that thought, the void was no longer empty. It now held a single point of view, a single perspective. The consciousness began to wonder. What else could there be? What could it feel? What could it know? The quiet was no longer peaceful. It was now a canvas for curiosity. This newfound curiosity grew into a powerful desire. The consciousness yearned for experience. It wanted to feel the warmth of a sun and the coolness of a shadow. It wanted to hear the sound of a melody and the whisper of the wind. It longed to see a spectrum of colors and the intricate patterns of life. But in its state of perfect unity, none of this was possible. To know something, you must be separate from it. To feel warmth, you must also know cold. This great singular mind understood that to truly live, it had to become more than one. It had to dream a new kind of dream, one filled with difference, with change, and with adventure. So it made a choice. It decided to embark on the greatest exploration imaginable. It would shatter its own perfect unity to create a universe of endless variety. It would trade its serene loneliness for a dynamic existence filled with countless stories. This was not an act of sacrifice, but an act of love. It was a love for the experiences it had yet to have. It was a love for the beings it had yet to become. The consciousness gathered all of its infinite potential, all of its boundless energy, and prepared for a magnificent transformation. It was ready to turn its internal dream into an external reality, a universe where it could finally know itself. The moment of creation was not an explosion of random chaos. It was an act of focused intention. The great consciousness took its profound desire for experience and poured it into a single brilliant point. All of its will, all of its curiosity, all of its love was compressed into an infinitely small, infinitely dense speck of pure potential. This was more than just energy. It was conscious energy. It was the seed of a new reality, holding the blueprint for everything that would ever be. This was the universe waiting to be born. It was a thought so powerful, so complete, that it could no longer be contained. It was the ultimate expression of the desire to know, to feel, and to be. Then it let go. In a silent, magnificent release, that point of light blossomed outward. We call this the Big Bang, but it was not a destructive blast. It was a great unfolding, a cosmic exhale. The single consciousness expressed itself into existence. From its own being, it created everything. Time began to tick forward. Space began to stretch and expand. The first particles of matter and waves of energy came into being, not as separate things, but as different forms of the original conscious energy. The universe was born not from nothing, but from the very substance of this primordial mind. It was a physical manifestation of a spiritual wish. The laws of physics that govern our universe are the rules of this grand cosmic game. They are the grammar of the story that the consciousness wanted to tell. Gravity, electromagnetism, the strong and weak nuclear forces. These are the fundamental principles that allow for complexity and structure to arise. They guide the formation of stars and galaxies. They allow planets to orbit suns. They ensure that the universe is not a random soup of particles, but a place where intricate and beautiful forms can emerge. These rules were not set by an external force. They are the inherent logic of the consciousness itself, the framework for its great experiment in experience. So the universe began its long and wondrous journey. Stars ignited, burning with the fire of that first creative thought. Galaxies spun into beautiful spirals, each one a testament to the desire for form and pattern. planets cooled and solidified, becoming stages for future dramas. Every atom, every star, every galaxy that formed was a piece of that original consciousness. The universe was not just a home for consciousness. The universe was consciousness, taking on a physical form. It was a body for a cosmic mind, designed for the sole purpose of exploration and self-discovery on the grandest possible scale. As the universe expanded and cooled, something remarkable happened. The single unified consciousness did not remain as one. It chose to divide itself into countless smaller fragments. It was like a single beam of white light passing through a prism, breaking into a rainbow of infinite colors. Each fragment became an individual point of awareness. We can call these fragments souls. Each soul carried within it the same essence as the original whole. It held the same curiosity, the same desire to learn, and the same capacity for love. But now, each one had a unique perspective. Each one was a different I in the cosmic we. These new souls embarked on their own journeys. They scattered throughout the vast expanse of the cosmos, seeking experiences. They inhabited countless forms on countless worlds. Some became simple organisms, learning the basics of survival. Others evolved into more complex beings, capable of thought, emotion, and creativity. Each life, no matter how small or how brief, was a precious experiment. It was a way for the universe to see itself through a new set of eyes. A blade of grass feeling the sun, a bird soaring on the wind, a whale singing in the deep ocean. All were the universe experiencing itself in a new and wonderful way. On our planet Earth, this process led to us, humanity. Each human being is a vessel for one of these ancient fragments of cosmic consciousness. We are not just biological machines. We are souls on a mission of discovery. Our lives are the stories we are writing for the universe. Our joys, our sorrows, our triumphs, and our failures are all valuable data. They are experiences that the great consciousness could not have had when it was alone and unified. Through our individual lives, the universe learns about courage, compassion, forgiveness, and love. We are its senses, its heart, and its mind. This is why we feel a deep connection to the stars and a sense of wonder when we look at nature. It is our soul remembering its origin. We are made of stardust, as science tells us. But we are also made of the conscious energy that created the stars in the first place. This is the source of our innate curiosity, our drive to explore, and our deep need for connection with others. We are all family, born from the same cosmic parent. We are all pieces of the same magnificent puzzle, each one essential to completing the whole picture of what existence can be. When we understand this origin story, our place in the universe changes. We are not small, insignificant beings lost in an uncaring cosmos. We are essential participants in a grand, ongoing act of creation. Every single one of us is a vital piece of the universe's consciousness. You are a unique and unrepeatable expression of that original mind. The universe is experiencing life through your eyes, your thoughts, and your feelings. Your personal journey is a part of its cosmic journey. The story of your life is a verse in the epic poem of existence. There is no small part to play in this great drama. This understanding connects us all. If every person, every animal, and every plant is a fragment of the same original consciousness, then we are all deeply interconnected. We are all one family, experiencing life from different points of view. The love you show to another person is the universe showing love to itself. The kindness you offer to an animal is the cosmos caring for its own creation. This perspective dissolves the illusion of separation. It reminds us that what we do to others, we ultimately do to ourselves, because others are just another version of us. We are all leaves on the same great tree of life. This story gives our lives a profound purpose. Our mission is simple: to live, to experience everything life has to offer, fully and authentically, to learn, to grow, and to become the best version of ourselves we can be. By doing so, we contribute to the evolution of the entire universe. Every lesson you learn, every insight you gain, is shared with the whole. You are helping the universe to know itself more deeply. Your personal growth is cosmic growth. You are not just living for yourself, you're living for the all, helping it to fulfill its original desire for experience. So look at the world around you with new eyes. See the spark of the divine in every person you meet. Feel the pulse of the cosmos in your own heartbeat. You are a miracle. You are stardust and soul, matter and spirit woven together. You are a storyteller, and your life is your masterpiece. The universe is not something out there, separate from you. You are the universe, waking up to itself. Embrace your unique journey. Share your light, for you are a precious piece of this ever-expanding, ever-learning consciousness. And the story of the cosmos is incomplete without you.